Hi everybody, welcome to Monkey Island Madness. If you're watching on YouTube, this is a live stream recorded over at Ustream TV. The channel is Monkey Island Madness, and I am interacting with a live audience in chat. So that's who I'm talking to, and I will be like answering questions, whatever. I am recording. I just turned the recording on, so we're good to go. The other day, and the video is up on YouTube, I did an accordion fold book of Zentangles, and I worked on the first page of that book. And then after I got off stream, now I've glued it together, and that's fabulous. I went ahead and finished. I worked on page 1. You guys saw this page. I went ahead and finished all the rest of the patterns. So there's what, 5? Well, 5 full sheets, or 4, I'm sorry, 4 full sheets and 1 partial. And I'm sure these are not all of them. And then I did go ahead and, let's see, I'm trying to get it where you guys can see it. I glued the filler in there, okay? So these are all the pages of the book. That one I'm going to have to work with. I really have not messed with this since I did it the other day, but I'd like to get this done before I leave town. So, and like that one where that little thing was sticking up, I will get that cleaned up before this book leaves here. So there's all the pages. And then this is just a partial page. So you can make these. I mean, I could have done more sheets with fewer folds. I just did it the way I did it. So the prototype cover was here. I did go ahead and make the cover slightly bigger. But that's how it's all going to fit together. So today I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to use this one because I don't want to have to draw over those folds and if the ink runs, whatever. So I went ahead and made another one just like this. And we're going to design that. We're going to go ahead and Zentangle it today. But before I start drawing, there's a couple things. On my Wish app review, I wanted to show you a couple other things. Hi, Eileen, that I've gotten. I got this, I think, day before yesterday. Yeah, wake Jen up. She did tweet me yesterday, and she wanted to know about whether or not you could do the book without the accordion folds, just use single sheets. So I use, this is just junk paper out of one of those glue books that I use, and lined this with glue and stuck the individual papers in. And this bad boy is stuck pretty good. So you can make your own little book just like this using individual pages without the accordion fold. I think I did the accordion fold so I could see more patterns at once. So I didn't, you know, so I wasn't just flipping, so I could just lay them all out. I think that's why I did that. So anyway, this book works just as well with the individual sheets. So there you go. You're not on fire, Emma. That's a good thing. Yeah, we won't be playing with fire here. We play with fire, we are in big, big trouble. So that's the book with individual pages. That was just an experiment. I may or may not do anything with this. I could use this as like a scrape paint off book or something. I don't know. It might end up in the trash. Anyway, more Wish app product reviews. I got this little washi tape. I don't remember what I paid for it, but whatever I paid for it, it was so worth it. Wait till you see this, Carrie. They're little tiny postage stamps. And if I had gotten this before I put your package in the mail, Carrie, I would have rolled some of this off for you. Look at the Canada polar bear one. Isn't that cute? And the Golden Gate Bridge, and there's another Canada one. They used a lot of Canada ones. There's Cuba. I think I counted like 14 different stamps on this cute little bad boy. So I would say this is a Wish product that I would order again, and I may order a second one just because I'm afraid I might run out of this one now. So there you go. There's a Wish product that I am tickled to death that I ordered. Yeah, isn't that cool? These stamps, Emma, or Dorothy, I'm sorry, are really from all over. This one's Vatican, Finland, Osaka, Japan, Brooklyn Bridge, Cuba. So they're from all over. They're not just Canadian. Yeah. So there you go. That's a Wish app washi tape that I'm tickled about. And then the other thing I wanted to show you guys, because y'all seemed interested in my circle template, I ordered this, and I'm pretty sure I paid $1 for this. And it's metric. The ruler on this edge is metric. So there you go. A $1 circle template, because I don't have enough of these. 15 or 20 or whatever I have is not enough. But yeah, so it's hard plastic. It's not like my other one. This one that I use all the time is like floppy plastic. This one's hard plastic. But I think it's going to work just fine. So yeah. Yeah. So continue to avoid Wish, Emma, because yeah, you'll spend money. You have washi coming from Wish. Give it 2 or 3 weeks, Dorothy. Anyway, I was just reading chat. And then the other thing I said I would do the other day, and when I watched the video back, I ended up not doing it, was showing you how to fill your little ink cartridges, like these little Schaefer cartridges, when they're empty. So if you want me to show you how to do that, just say so and I'll just do it. It's not that hard. I just use a syringe. But the nice thing is then I can put any kind of ink into, you know, like this is just a Schaefer calligraphy pen. You can get these at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, anywhere. But yeah, then I can just refill it with my nicer inks. I should order 30 more, huh, Eileen? I really should. Because if I run out, I will be very, very sad. Very, very. Oh, you want me to show you real quick? Okay. I will. Let me get something so in case I make a mess. I can catch it. I'll just use this napkin. I shouldn't make a mess, but you never know. Alright, I'll use that that Wish app ink that I had out the other day. This is just blue and it's really pretty and it was so cheap. Anyway, alright. If your pen had a cartridge in it, you'd go ahead and disassemble it and take the little ink cartridge out. Get out your handy dandy syringe. I don't know where I got this one, but I got some that I just walked into Walmart Pharmacy and said, can I order or can I get a syringe from you? And she said, yeah. So I said, okay, give me 5. She didn't even look at me weird like I was a IV drug user or anything. She should have. But anyway, I ended up telling her that it was to fill ink, that it wasn't, I wasn't. Of course, people who have to give themselves insulin and stuff need them all the time, so it might not have been a weird request, but for me it was a weird request. So anyway, just get your ink bottle, open it up, suck the ink up into the chamber, just like that. Eileen probably asked me to do this so she could see me make a big fat mess in my house. Anyway, stick your needle, and I hope I'm not shaking too much. And your cartridge will have already been pierced, so you don't have to worry about that, and shoot the ink in. And I try not to overfill them, so that amount of ink that I sucked up was just about the right amount. Now I have a full little cartridge. You need a prescription. Well, now in the States, I don't know, because I think they'll give drug users needles for free. I've heard that. But anyway, I did not have a prescription. She let me buy them. So I might have got away with something illegal. I don't know. Screw your pen back together. This I will go ahead and clean out. I will go to the sink and wash that out when I'm done streaming. I won't let it dry in there. Close up your ink and check it out. Not a drop of ink anywhere. I'm good at using needles. The only time I've ever used a needle, honest to God, was to mess with ink. I promise you. I'm scared of sharp objects. And fire, Emma. Okay, I don't need this piece of paper. Alright, this has been dry for a long time, so it may take it a minute or two to prime. I did get away with it. Really, you have to have a RX for a needle, huh? Well, there you go. I had no clue that you needed a prescription. So that girl, she was nice to me. Come on. Of course, this pen shouldn't be clogged. I'm sure I cleaned it before I put it away. Come on, ink. Alright, I'm going to give this a minute. I'm going to just set it up where the ink will drain down, and we'll check it in a minute. I'll leave the syringe here to remind me to check it, because you all don't need to wait for that. See, Eileen just admitted that she was just waiting to see me get that all over the desk. So we'll just go on with this. And I'm going to need something probably to help me. And I don't know if I should show this or not. I'm going to use, well, I'm not going to use that side of it. I'm going to check into it and see if you need a prescription. I'll show you the ATC that Jen sent me because she has showed them. So look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And she sent a really, really cute Christmas card. But I'm not going to show it because maybe some of the rest of you are getting it, and I don't want to spoil your surprise. So anyway, I'll use that for my focusing tool today. And the envelope that she sent, I'll go ahead and cover the address and show you that too. There's the address or the envelope she sent it in. It's so pretty. Okay, in most states you don't need an RX. Well, apparently in Oklahoma you don't. And then I got Australian postage, which I always love. Yeah, so the envelope was pretty. I got a peacock envelope. Yeah, so thank you, Jen. It was just so pretty, and she sent a list of everything that was used on the ATCs. So, and she wrote, "Thank you for being part of my art world." Well, thank you, Jen. That's so generous and kind, and I love it. So there you go. I'm going to use this to hopefully keep things focused. So here we go. Here's my pens. I'll start. Okay, while I was watching Emma, I went ahead and just did a little kind of basic idea of what I wanted to do on this one. So I kind of have an idea already. I'm going to use my 03. Somebody just came in and I can't see him now. Oh, Jessica. Hi, J-Love. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and start here. I love a straight line. And I'm going to do this one much like that other one that I did because I love it so much. I showed it on my last stream. Okay, Eileen says you can buy syringes in a box. I didn't need a box. I needed a couple. Well, really all I needed was one. I'm going to do a border around the edges. So, actually, I'm going to use a real fine nib because I'm going to do a, we're Zentangling, Emma. I'm going to go ahead and make the cover for the accordion fold book. So, here we go. I'm just going to do a line of little circles. I'm not sure how you guys can watch this, but yay on you. And honestly, I should be packing. You guys can't see this. I'll hold it up here in just a minute because these are really tiny little, and they're not perfect. Little tiny circles just down the middle. And I may or may not get this done today. But I would like to get it done before I leave town because I don't know how long we're going to be gone, when we're going to get back. And I don't want to leave it laying around that long. So there you go. Talk about uneven. Ooh, baby. Alright, I'm getting in the flow now. When it's all done, you're not going to be able to tell anyway, so it's all good. That's the nice thing about Zentangle. It's only when you look really closely you can see that I wasn't perfect. I'm a little jerky today. No comments about that, Eileen. Thank you very much. Because I know you're going to come back with, well, you're a little jerky every day. And that I can't argue. That's not true, Emma. Carrie went to check on the fire and hasn't come back. Okay, well, out making snitches. That was really cute, though, Emma, the snitch that you made on yours. Really, really cute. Bye, Heather. Checking in with chat. Checking in with chat. I can't imagine poor Jean being out of power for how many hours did she say? It was a long time, I know. fireworks. Oh, God, I would be going cuckoo. I really would. Of course, I'd probably get a lot of reading done. You don't know how much you use, I guess, until you don't have it. I'm going to wipe my glasses off, you guys. I can't hardly see. Hi, Lynn. Snitch, yeah, she made a snitch like from Harry Potter, a Christmas tree ornament, and it was so cute. Mad Rat, put your link in and so people can go see it because it was so cute. Yeah, it has to do with balls and fire. Yeah, it's so cute. I never would have thought to do that. But if you guys saw my Christmas tree, you'd laugh your silly heads off because it's about 10 inches tall and stays decorated year round. I just stick it in a box, and here in the next few days I'll pull it out, set it on the table, and Christmas is ready. I'm not big on Christmas, I've said that before. So, yeah. The stupid thing is, though, you guys, with all those kids that I raised, I have totes and totes of Christmas. And I've gone through it and gotten rid of a lot of it, but I still have totes and totes of Christmas stuff that I just never get out. It just seems like so much trouble for just Robert and I. Now, if the kids were coming home, I probably would do more. But as a rule, they don't come for Christmas, so yeah, I don't go to all the trouble to decorate anymore. Christmas Eve, I decorate the table real pretty because I always have Christmas Eve here. But yeah, I don't go to a lot of trouble here. I guess you could just call me Bah Humbug. I went over to Mary's for coffee this morning, and her son had come yesterday and put up the tree for her. So, and it was really pretty. So, kind of made me feel Christmassy. It's the first one I've seen this year. Well, except at Michael's and places like that, but I saw that in June, I think. Don't they put them up about June? All right, so we have a border of little tiny circles all the way around, and you can see how totally imperfect they are. But when I get the black around them, you won't notice that. All right, now I'm going to use a little bit bigger one. Yeah, the 03. And I'm going to make a border of, let's see, I'll start the little edge going in, I think. Yeah. This cannot possibly be fun for you guys. But you can fast forward, talk amongst yourselves, have fun, do whatever. Actually, it might have been faster if I colored this whole border in black and then just did this design with white. That's probably what I should have done. I should do an experiment. Because coloring in black around these is going to be a pain, and I'm not going to subject you to that. In fact, before I go too much further, let's just see if that would work. Oops, I just hit the light with my head. Experiment time. I'm big on experiments, you guys. Because if it's more expedient to do it black with and put the white on top, I will stop what I'm doing and we'll go up to plan B. I'm going to give that a minute to dry. And I will proceed with this. These aren't even either. It's okay. Oh, that one's awful. Oh well. I can fix it with white ink. I really am not as smooth today as I normally am. I don't know why. Maybe too much coffee, you think? And when I say, oh, that one's awful or I goofed up or something, I never forget that this is just paper and a little bit of time and ink. And if I end up not liking this, I'll throw it away and start over. That's our design so far. If they're as good looking as ours, oh, I missed something. They're talking about good looking. So they're either talking, what are we talking about? I'm going to have to go back and see. Alright, anyway, I missed a bunch of chat, so whatever you guys are talking about. Yay. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and yeah, I should have done it this way. Alright, it's fine. Here we go. Am I on camera where you can see me? I had to go get my driver's license the other day because it expired at the end of the month. And they took my picture. And I guess I don't get my picture taken very often, or I don't look. I do look in the mirror. And all I can say is I look damn old. I about crapped when I saw that picture. It's like, no way. I can't look that old. But I do. I really goofed up here a couple times. That's okay. I can fix it. I'm seriously considering doing that anyway. Just getting out the old Sharpie and going after it. Oh, they're talking about good-looking firemen. Oh, the UK firemen wear thongs? Oh my gosh, I would be setting my house on fire on purpose. Oops, we had another fire. Come on over, guys. I've got a keg. Music's going. Alright, let me finish this row and then I'll show you. But yeah, I'm not going to do the background. I'm not going to subject you guys to that. Because I may end up redoing this. We'll see. Because so far I'm not real happy. I mean, I don't mind it now that I'm seeing it from far away. But up close, oh. Lynn said she doesn't even recognize herself anymore. Lynn, I so relate. Because really, I just looked at that picture and went, oh, geez. The other thing that freaked me out about that was how much driver's license have gone up here in Oklahoma. It's like $35 now. 33, 35. No, it was, yeah, 33 something. That's quite a bit more than I paid the last time. I promise you. But one thing I have to say about living in a small town or a small community, like going to do any of that, registering your car, or getting your driver's license or anything, is so darn easy. I've always, of course I've lived here 20 years, but when I used to have to do stuff like that in Colorado, oh my gosh, I hated it. Because you could spend half a day, honestly, getting your driver's license. Down here, you walk in, they take your picture, you give them money, you're out. I mean, I wasn't there probably 5 minutes. Oh, you guys, I wish I'd done it this way. Alright, I may go ahead and color that in black. I'm going to do reverse Zentangle, white on black. I think I'm going to, yeah. Yeah. You guys, I just said I have a keg. I really don't, but if firemen and thongs were coming over, I would get one. I know where to get them. Alright, I'm just messing with this pen again. Getting it to prime. Trying to get it to prime. There we go. We're getting it now. I just gave the cartridge a little squeeze there. And you guys are thinking, holy crap, girl, you are all over the place. And I am. This is the ink test from the cartridge that I filled. See? Worked perfect. Perfect. And I like the ink. I like the color. Yeah. So there you go. Fill your own ink cartridges. So yeah, I think on that border, after this is over, I'm going to go ahead and do the reverse. But I'll just go ahead and go on to the next element. And I'm going to use the 05 for it. And you guys, there's no rhyme or reason why I choose like this. I wanted a finer nib because I didn't have a lot of space to work with. But see how long it's going to take me to color in around all that junk? I think I'm really, honestly, going to color that all in black and do reverse Zentangle. Yeah. Don't mess that one up. Just use black paper. So Yeah. Anyway, we're going to put our little card here. I just heard the four-wheeler pull in, so we might have some noise here in a minute as Robert Vaughn enters the premises. Oh, you're going to hear noise, but he's not coming in. He's going to run that dang mower. I don't think he gets this streaming stuff, so there will be noise. Unless he's kind of thoughtful. I'm not holding my breath, okay? I think I'll just do this different this way. There you go. We'll just do that. And I haven't been consistent in whether I'm going up or down or whichever. Doesn't matter to me. And I'm not even following my design, really. There we go. My hair is dancing for the camera. Well, isn't that beautiful? I'll slick it back. Those gray hairs, Carrie, you probably don't have any, but those gray hairs are hard to corral. I'm telling you. Really, really hard to corral. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do these. Next elements, and then I will, excuse me, erase my lines so I don't get confused, because I am easily confused. Is my hair still dancing around for you guys? I didn't notice when I went to get my driver's license. Do they still have your hair color on your driver's license? Because I don't remember ever changing my hair color from blonde to gray. Or maybe they just looked at me and did it for me. I don't know. I said, girl, you are no longer blonde. Get over yourself. But I've been going gray since I was about 24. Okay, I'm good now. No hair in the frame. That's a good thing. Okay, I'll do the little circles inside there next. Around the border, I'm going to go ahead and repeat this circle different size circles because I did so good at it on the border. I am kind of a circle freak. I love circles. I don't know if you guys can hear the mower. He's mulching up leaves. We've been so windy lately. And this should be one of the last times we have to clean up leaves. The leaves are almost all gone now. And it's cold here. Oh man, it's been cold this last few days. This morning it was in the 20s. I hate cold. Hate it. I'll show you guys in just a minute. I'm hoping you can see me as I'm moving along. I'm trying to keep my big hands out of the way. Another thing I don't do for Christmas, you guys, is shop. I will not go anywhere near a store now until January, except to get milk and bread. I hate shopping. Of course, if I was going to buy a bunch of gifts, I'd order them off Amazon anyway. I'm getting a bunch of stuff delivered tomorrow, but it's stuff that I needed for the trip. Alright, now you gotta be able to hear the mower. Thanks, Robert. Your ID doesn't have a hair color? Okay. I don't remember looking at it. It's 85 degrees in Boca Raton today. Oh, you're killing me, Eileen. Let me see what it is. It's 51 right here, right now. Which isn't horrible, but I wouldn't mind having about 72. 85. Oh, man. So you probably got shorts on. Oh. I'm going to have to look up the weather in North Carolina. See what kind of clothes to pack. I would love to be able to pack some shorts. For real. Because I don't care if people see my scrawny white legs. Doesn't bother me a bit. Getting close. I'm missing a lot of chat, you guys, so if you want me to see it, be sure and put it in caps. Because I'm in concentration mode right now. Get her done. I haven't decided what art stuff I'm going to pack to take. I think what I'm going to do is take my Christmas cards, because there's some I just have to send. I think I'm going to pick one book, drawing book, a pad of paper, a pencil, and an eraser, and make myself learn something. But I don't think I'm even going to take my colored pencils or coloring book or nothing. I'm hoping that the weather's really nice down there. Where we're going is to a beach house right on the Outer Banks. And I'm hoping that the weather is so nice that I'll be able to go out and walk on the beach a lot. But this time of year, I know it's iffy whether or not I'll be able to do that. But that's what I'm hoping for. So arting won't even be an issue. Look at chat more, will ya? Yeah. Yeah, Linda is in Oklahoma. Hi, Linda. There are fires in North Carolina too? Oh, man. I know that Robert talked to his daughter this morning, and she said something about rain. And I'm not sure if that's the rain in Tennessee or where they were talking about, but they were, because we're driving and helping them move, I don't know if that'll push us back a day or whatever. Doesn't matter to me. I don't really care. So where are the fires in North Carolina, Eileen? I don't want to be driving through a fire zone. Okay, where on the OBX? It's a little town called Avon. Robert's daughter has a couple of houses out there, and they're moving. So yeah. You guys, I'm getting this done pretty fast. I think I've been doing this. Okay, I've been on 48 minutes. So in the mountains. Okay. Well, I don't know. I'll look. I'll look on the map and see. Yeah. I don't even know which way we're going. I'm sure Jackie has an idea of what way she wants to go. So, because she's driven it before. I'm just going along for the ride. I might lift a couple boxes and I might not. Depends on my back. I know I'll be glad to have my Kindle on the ride. That I know for sure. Okay, and all I did there was do like a globe sort of thing. So we're coming along. This is going pretty fast, actually. But I'm not doing a lot of designs, so in all fairness. We're cooking right along. I'm eager to see it, Judy. I've never been back down where we're going, so I'm excited to see it. I'm such a homebody, though. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stay. I like being home. But it'll be good for us to leave. Poor Mary's having a fit. When do you leave? How long are you going to be gone? Call me. Laura says I'm going to love it. Okay, I'm going to take your word for it, Laura. I am looking forward to it. I am. Um, that is a haul from Oklahoma. Yeah, it is a long haul. But yeah, Robert offered, and I'm happy that we're physically able and that we can go help Jackie. I really am. Don't take for a minute that I'm not tickled to death that we're able and willing to help her. But yeah, leaving my little routine in my home is not always easy for me. So, because I like being right here. And I don't think I would be so much that way if it wasn't for little Mary, but whatever. Other people have to pick up the slack or whatever. That was caca, but that's okay. Now I wish I'd done those lines in a little bit. I'm going to get the bigger pen out. This is annoying me. Yeah, using the 3. 5's better. Let me see if I have an 8. I think I threw my 8 away the other day. Oh, that's better. Yeah, now we're cooking. Yeah, it'll be very peaceful this time of year. Yeah, that's what Jackie said. And it's not far from Laura. Well, see, Laura, I don't know how long we're going to be down there, but depending on how far it is, it would be fun to meet up. But see, I don't even know like how hard it is to get on and off. I don't know. I guess I'll call it an island. Um, I'll learn all that when I get down there, I guess. Um, but we're going to stay a few days anyway. And there's no reason we can't stay, 2 weeks. Jackie keeps saying, oh, well, if you're going to drive this far, if you're going to come this far, stay at least a couple weeks. Stay till Christmas. I don't think I can do that. I really don't. I know after a couple days, I'm going to be itching to get home. And plus, I got to think of this stupid little kitty cat that I'm leaving that's so spoiled and used to having her people around. It's going to be hard on her. And we could take her. Jackie said, oh, bring the cat. I'm going to leave her here. I think she'll be happier in her own environment. Plus, they have 2 dogs. And she definitely won't like the dogs. So, I don't know. I'm just going to leave her here. And then my neighbor will come over and do the litter box and feed her and stuff. So, or my brother will come stay here. I don't know which. Winter is your favorite time at the beach? It's about 5 hours. Ew, that's a long way. Laura, I'd love to meet you, but I ain't driving 5 hours one way. Sorry. We'll talk on the phone. Well, I'll be home I'm thinking middle of December is kind of my plan. Plus, I want to be home for Christmas. I really do. Especially because, with all the illness and stuff, I want to be home. Be home for Christmas with my pint-sized Christmas tree. So needless to say, you guys, don't hold your breath waiting for a homemade Christmas card from me. Because this year, it ain't going to happen at all. It's not happening. If I get store-bought cards with checks in them out, I'll be happy. But I'm not sending you guys checks either, so don't get your hopes up there. You guys probably think, gosh, she's so mean. She won't drive 5 hours to see Laura. She won't send checks. Suzanne, I've had illness with members of my family that live nearby. Well, and then my brother that's here from California as well. So, yeah, we've had our share of illness, and I want to spend Christmas with those people. Yeah, I saw that, Laura, that you're not driving 5 hours either. And I don't blame you. Because sadly, I mean, this is really sad. There are a few of us among the Fibs that are here in Oklahoma. A couple of them live, 2 or 3 of them live down in the Oklahoma City area, which is 3 hours away. I haven't driven down there to see them either. And I could do that. We do have people we know down in Wellston, so. But if I ever am headed that way, I will definitely get in touch and say, let's meet up. But yeah, I'm not driving 5 hours. Especially after that long drive. I don't even know how many miles it is that we're going to be driving in the next few days. I think a lot. You'd think I would have looked that up already. Alright, it's coming along. I guess this really is no different than watching somebody color, right? The only difference is I'm using black and white. I haven't even colored. I might take a coloring book. I doubt it. I don't think I'm going to do that. Yep, this pen is getting a little scratchy, so that's about the point at which they go in the trash around here. You're less than an hour from Dee Dee, Suzanne, and you haven't gone over and gotten a grilled cheese sandwich? I would have gone just for the grilled cheese sandwich. Going up in the studio would have been bonus. I do not wear down the nibs. I'm not pushing hard. This nib looks to be intact, right? Yeah, I don't really break them down. No, I'm not pushing. I'm not pushing at all. But, like, if the ink doesn't flow, like when I said it's getting scratchy, if the ink stops flowing freely, I'll throw that bad boy away and get another one. I'm not fighting with a pen. Life's too short. So that's why I have to order a lot. Because honestly, I am not fighting with a pen. I fought with technical pens in my work. But because I didn't have a lot of options, I didn't have a choice. Now that I have a choice, that is not happening. I still have all my technical pens. Some days I should get them out and show you. I love them. I love technical pens, except they are a little testy sometimes. Yeah, this one's getting really scratchy. It's annoying me. After this square, I'm getting a different one. This one might be okay for lettering, but it's not good for coloring in. So, let me see what other one I've got. Let's see. I have a Zig Millennium. I think I don't know if you guys have noticed, but sometimes inks have a different sheen. I'm going to see if these have the same sort of sheen. If they do, I don't mind mixing them, but yeah, they don't. The Zig has a little bit different sheen, so I guess I'm stuck with the Micron. I just put the wrong lid on the pen. And that's not a 005 either. Oh well, I'll get that figured out later. Alright, let me get a new pen out, you guys. It's right behind me. You're way nice, Suzanne, because if I lived that close to Dee Dee, I would just say, what are you doing Tuesday? Can I come over to your house and play? I'm recording. Yeah, you have to watch ink sheens. They are different for sure. So, here's my new pen. Here's old pen. Old pen goes up there. Keep your fingers crossed that this one works well. Oops. I just bumped the camera. Are you guys still there? My big oh yeah, this is so much nicer. Get a new pen. You'll love yourself. Yeah, I've been putting up with that scratchy thing far too long. I'm gonna, oh, the 08 is a different one. Alright, I'll just get out the 02 to fill that in. Or the 2.0. Not make you guys suffer through it. Hey, Carrie, don't be telling them stuff like that. Carrie has to leave for a little while. So now she's making sure that they keep me on my toes. And most of them are pretty good. But Eileen doesn't need any help. She thinks that's her job. The thing about her job, though, is the pay stinks. I wish I hadn't drawn these lines with that 03 pen. That's one of those things, live and learn. But I like where they meet to be real crisp, and that's why I did that. Right now I'm just outlining the boxes. I'm going to go in with the bigger nib and color them in. You can tell I'm getting impatient. Seems like this is taking too long. Too long, too long. On the bigger boxes, this works fine. I won't be making mistakes. Now it's going faster, eh? Hey, Judy Foster, I was just curious. How's your wing doing? I think about it a lot when I see your posts and stuff. Carrie has to take a nap. Probably. But if that's her habit and that makes her happy, I'm all for it. Because in my world, you need to do what makes you happy. And this is not exactly exciting viewing. I don't even need you guys to tell me that. I get it. More surgery on January 11th. Well, I will definitely be keeping you in my prayers and hope that this time you have complete success. You've been fighting that for a long, long time, girl. I hope it's not too painful for you. I mean, just now, even before the surgery. I know it's going to be painful after the surgery, but being limited is, it's difficult when you're used to having full range of motion and stuff. All right. Rotator cuff is still torn or torn again. Oh my gosh, my dad had that. Really? You think too rough of physical therapy? Wow. Was that the therapist or you just wanting it to get better quicker? I know Jessica's going to be having a ton of physical therapy for all her physical problems. So I'll definitely be going over and helping her with it as much as I can. My husband was disabled after surgery, and we did physical therapy every day of our lives. And I think it's really valuable. You have to do it. But yeah, I think there's a fine line between what's enough, what's too much, and it gets tiresome, the repetitiveness. But you got to do it. A year and a half. Oh, geez. That's a long time. Well, keep after it, Judy. You'll get it. I'm glad they feel like they can do more surgery to help you with it, honestly. You've already had two, haven't you? All right. I don't think anybody will notice. I'm going to go ahead and draw these lines with the thicker nib and save myself some time. It just won't be as crisp as it would otherwise. I hope that mower isn't bugging you guys. Yeah, this new pen, ooh, baby, is it nice. Ink just puking out. Geez, I wish I'd done that a long time ago. I might do an experiment and see if I can fill that 5 that I just put away. I'm going to see if I can fill it with ink. I've turned some of the Crayola Super Tips that Dee Dee shows all the time. I pull the nibs out of those and add water and turn them into washes. Um, so maybe I can yank the nib out of here and add my own Rapidograph ink in it. Just an experiment. Because I don't have near enough to do, or near enough pens. Okay, you can't hear the mower. Oh, and if this surgery doesn't work, they're going to replace your shoulder. Ooh. I guess that would be just like a hip. Um, Geez, then you're going to be the bionic woman. That's what I want to be. I had to get the smaller nib out because I was getting into tiny little places here on the edge, so. He's getting closer, you guys. I think. Let me see. Oh, nope, he's going around back. Yay. There's a window right by where I sit where I can kind of keep an eye outdoors, so that's how come I can know that. Last one for the globes, I think. Okay, it's not too loud. Good. Okay, you filled your microns with India ink? Sweet, Judy. Yeah, I'm going to give it a try. Because I haven't worn down the nibs, and they're, I mean, as far as the pen goes, there's nothing wrong with it, except that, oops, not enough ink. I just bonked my head again. Alright, the next one I'm going to do, I think I'm going to use, which one do I want to use? I think I'm going to use my 3-point hybrid Technica pen. Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to think about the design and how I want to do it. I might have to pull out the book. Just thinking, guys. Bear with me just a minute. Alright, I'm going to draw the pencil lines first. I'm going to randomly just draw some straight lines. And you'll see how the design works in just a minute. It's really cool. I like it. The lines don't have to, it's good if they're like parallel and stuff, but they don't have to be the same width or distance apart or anything. It's just, and these, I'm not even pretending that these are straight, okay? Because when the design's done, you won't know anyway. Because I'm going to fill in all the background with the same sort of design. Oh, I didn't get that line drawn. Okay, they're just random lines. Yeah, the reason the lines are cut in it, Orla was saying that she likes this ruler. This is really a type gauge. So, if you want to measure, and I don't have anything around here to measure, well, I'll just do it this way. Let's say I wanted to determine that size of type. I would use this, and I need the holes cut in there because each side has a measurement. So I could measure that this is almost this right here is 13-point type. And when you're doing spacing and stuff like that, that's valuable. So that's what that is. If you're in the printing industry, you live with one of these. I do have a lot of interesting rulers and templates, Mac, but that was because that was the industry I was in. That's what I did. So, yeah. And then, like, I use junk like this just because it's easier to handle than this big wonker. So, and then I'll show you this design as I go along because it's very cool. All right. So I just inked that one. And the reason I did it pencil first is because if I didn't kind of like how I envisioned this is going to work, I would have erased it and started over. Okay. So now I think in Zentangle, when you draw a line next to a line, it's called an aura, A-U-R-A. So now you just begin to draw aura lines. And that's just a line next to the line. And this is going to be a long one. And I do better if I draw my lines toward me. I don't know why, but I do. Oh, okay, Mac asked, how do you know which size to use? There are more than one of the same number, or is that going to take us down? Oh, I know, I can show you real quick. At the top of the ruler are the type sizes, okay? So, I determined that this was 13 point. See, on this side, it's a pica is a 1/6 of an inch, 4.5 point up to 8 point, and then that's just an inch ruler. Over here, it goes 9 through 15. A pica is a standard print measure. Agate is a standard print measurement. I determined this was 13 point type because from, if I put just any of the numbers, okay, on top of the U down to the bottom of the U, that measures one space. So then I go to the top and I determine that that's 13 point type. Okay. Now, if I had a whole page of this type, say I had, I'll just use this. All right, I have this much space and I want 13 point type on it. If I measure like this, oddly enough, there's 13 equal spaces on this sheet of paper. So that I could determine, okay, if I want a blank at the top, at the bottom, I end up with 11. I could have 11 lines of type in there. That's what it is. It's just a different way to measure. Yeah. A kerning ruler. There you go, Judy. And that's not, when I say 11 lines of type, since Judy's here and she knows better, that's not exactly true because you've got to figure the leading between the lines too. Okay, let me show you what I'm doing here so you can kind of see how this design works. I started with that line and I just started drawing aura lines around it. Now everywhere there's an intersection, I can decide. I could have gone ahead and drawn a great big long one of those, or now I'm going to just go to the next line. And you're going to see why that is really fun here in a minute. Exactly, Mac. Yep. Mac was just saying that would be handy to have at home, um, with your home computer. And that's true. Yeah, it's nice if you're going to do layout, design, formatting. Yeah, it's a sweet tool to have. Most people aren't anal enough to care. I am. Okay, I'm getting one portion of this done so you can see kind of how this design falls into place. See how that's starting to look like there's something pushing into that bigger bubble? That's how it looks to me. Hi, Jean. Oh, well, I'm glad you could make it, Jean. I waited until Emma finished. So I was a little later than your time, but yeah. And excuse me, I wanted to get this done before I leave, so I'm happy to fill in your time slot. I was going to try and jump on sometime, whether it was later on tonight after Jen or whatever. I was going to try and do it anyway. Either way, this was getting done before I leave town. Oh, I just put this napkin here so my hand doesn't move that ink or smudge it. I don't think it will, but I don't know. So all I'm doing is just drawing R lines around the middle line. I have to turn it so I draw toward me. Jean, I can't believe how long you went without electricity. You poor thing. I told him earlier, if you watched the recording, I would have been cuckoo. I'm definitely electricity kind of girl. I would not be a good pioneer woman, I'm sure of that. And then I just keep drawing lines until the space is full. Coming along. Well, now you have a solution, Mac. I'm happy about that. Happy, happy, happy. All right, now I'm trying to decide something. Okay, I made my decision. Dang, he is a busy boy out there. Moving vehicles all over. Oh, okay, so your iPad had power. Whoo, lucky you. I probably would have gone to a, well, you can't even go to a hotel, can you? Because the nearby hotels don't have power either. I don't know, you're a trooper, man. I'll catch up with chat here in just a second. Lots of decisions to be made, you know. He wants, yeah, that's exactly why he's out there moving junk around and working like a maniac. Okay, Lynn asked, what am I making this for? This one isn't folded yet, Lynn, but the other day, if you watched the recording, I don't know if you did, when I made the Zentangle pattern book with the accordion folded sheets, I got all the sheets done that day, or right after I finished the stream, and this is going to be the cover that it fits in. But I wanted a fresh sheet that didn't have folds in it to draw on, so this is the cover for this little book. And before we're done here, I will fold it and we'll glue it and it'll be done, ready to go. Well, no, actually, I'm a big fat liar. Depending on how long we want to stay, um, I'm going to redo this border. So, yeah, I may not be able to do that while you guys are here. Unless you want to stay, it doesn't matter to me. I'm going to get it done today, though, one way or another. Even if I'm working on it late tonight. Because at some point, I have to worry about Robert's stomach. The boy gets hungry. Hi, Jen. Okay, you watched the recording? Yeah, it's out there. That recording took me a while to get up. I don't know why it did not want to load. I thought, God, did I say bad words and they don't want it on YouTube? What the heck? But that one took a long time to load. But I don't think I did say bad words. I might have. So, Jen, did you do the book? So when you were eating crow last night, that's the only thing I could think is, oh, Jen must have tried it. I'm going to give myself a little line over here to work with. Yes, Jen. You don't have to be eating humble pie. I'm glad it worked actually, and that you have a practical use for it if you want to. But Jen, I showed them earlier that I had gotten your postcard or your Christmas card and the ATC, and I showed them. Well, it's sitting right here. See, I'm using it for focusing. It's so pretty, and your Christmas card is so lovely. Thank you so much. And I wrote you a note that said mine'll be late because I'm leaving town. But I'll be thinking about you. I just won't be sending mail. Okay, you tried to make it, thought it wasn't working, glued, and then left it overnight, and it stuck. Sweet. Now, Jen, one question I have. That book that I put together, I used pretty lightweight paper on it. I could measure the weight of the paper for you and tell you what it was. Did you use cardstock? Because cardstock is going to behave differently, and it's not going to be as pliable as far as flipping the book like this. So, yeah, cardstock's going to act different. So I'm curious, did you use that? I mean, it should stick, but I was just curious. You guys, we are getting really close. But if you want to stay, I'll go ahead and do that black border. I think rather than try and color around all those little things that I drew, I did an experiment where I could color it all in black and then just draw in white. And I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to the Outer Banks of North Carolina, Jean. Orla, would you send... Okay, I'll write myself a little note. I was going to say, send me a note and remind me. Here, I've got it here. Okay. Okay, yeah, the other day when I was messing with it, I was using copier paper, but when I did the experiment, I just grabbed, I didn't want to waste a whole bunch of paper, so I just grabbed that book and cut pages out of it. Okay, Shannon Green used magazine weight paper. Yeah, I'm going to the Outer Banks, which I'm excited. Yeah, and we'll be gone probably week and a half, 2 weeks is my guess right now. I mean, I still have computer and stuff, but I obviously won't be streaming or anything like that. But yeah, I'll still be able to check in with you guys. I've got some little messy here that I'm cleaning up. But now, Jen, I'm curious, and I may have to do it, is use some cardstock to see how much glue, how that would work. But yeah, I was pretty sure copy weight paper would work. Your copier paper weight. Duh. Why is it that I get on stream and I immediately start thinking about food? Probably because I can't be sitting here grazing. Or I guess I could, but that wouldn't be fair to you guys, right? Oh my God, I just did. What did you do, Judy? Yeah, I'm not worried about it, Linda. You're not going to stream today, Jen? Well, I'm afraid tonight now, because I didn't do it today, I will be doing laundry. So I can be packing. But that's cool. Cleaning and laundry at night. Coming along. Chocolate covered bananas. Okay, ooh, Jean, 45 hours. You're going Christmas shopping. I just told them I don't do Christmas shopping. I don't do that. Of course, if like you have your grandkids and stuff, you don't have a choice. Mine aren't nearby, so they get money. And I think they're all getting at an age now where they prefer money rather than toys and junk. I wouldn't know what to get them anymore. Don't know their sizes, don't know what they have, what they want. Yeah, money's good. I loved money when I was a kid. And then I could go shopping after Christmas, get deals, and get exactly what I wanted. But I was a brat that way. Thanks, Laura. Slowly, slowly coming along. You should be getting mail maybe tomorrow, Laura. It's on its way anyway, so. Sometimes here on the edges, I just have to make up, like there's a line there that's not really there. Yeah, I did. My address was on the envelope, so. Yeah, I'm thinking probably tomorrow, Laura. They didn't tell me. Oh, I had a terrible time at the post office yesterday. I hate going to the Grove post office. Hate it, hate it, hate it. They're the kind of people there. I hope you're not watching my stream, Grove postal workers, because now you're going to find out what you're really like. They're the kind of people that would go postal. They're crabby, not helpful. Yeah. I'd rather drive further to go to a different post office than that one. But I had to go for my driver's license, so I didn't have a choice. But yeah, they are the people that go postal. Take the Zentangle journal. You know what? Well, I could take my little pattern book. You know, that is one nice thing. This is what I'm making, one just like this. Yeah, you can do this anywhere. Anywhere. Eileen, I don't even want to talk to you about your post office because it's like Disneyland. And Laura has a good post office. Yeah, well, mine is small too, Laura. They're crabby. They are crabby people there. So, it's a pretty simple design. I only use, let's count, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like 6 different patterns is all I've used on this. Hi, Lulu. All right, so I'll go ahead. Hang on, I got to get a Sharpie, and I know the sheen is probably going to be different, but we're doing this for expediency, so it's all good. Get my big fat boy Sharpie out, and a piece of paper that I don't mind if it gets written on. Thanks, Jean. When did I start this design? About an hour. Let's see. What time was it, you guys? 1:30. Oh, well, I can look right here. About an hour and 30 minutes ago, Jen. And I hope I'm not wrecking it right now. But I'm going to put the border on with white. Because it's too much trouble to color in all that. So I might end up having to color over this too. I'm not sure I'm going to like this Sharpie. Yeah, didn't take too long. I know some people say they hate the smell of a Sharpie, and smells most of the time really bother me, but I kind of like the smell of a Sharpie. Yeah, I'm going to try and start and finish the whole thing, Jen. If these guys want to hang out, if they're sick and tired of me, we can close up shop whenever we want. But right now we're 1 hour and 47 minutes in. And the first few minutes I talked about some stuff I got off the Wish app. Oh, do you want to see that, Jen? Because I know I've turned you into a Wish junkie now. But misery likes company, so you're now my new BFF. All right. I need to my oldest granddaughter. She loves to. Okay. Oh, Orla, that would be such a cool thing. And actually, I did make another one of these for one of the granddaughters. They have all the Zentangle patterns. And then one of the other girls made photocopies of my binder and put her sheets in a notebook. So she had all the step outs. But yeah, I'm going to end up going over this, I think, but that's okay. I won't have to be as careful. with the, because this Sharpie, it's kind of a piece of crap too. It's not really covering like I hoped it would. Well, Eileen's going, oh, all that work, and she scribbled over it. But you know what? At the end of the day, not having to color around all those little shapes, I'm going to save myself time. And the end product is going to be better. What's Jen saying? Make up your mind, Jen. These are fun little books, and especially if like a young person likes to draw and Zentangle or whatever, I would encourage that like crazy, because I'm a firm believer that hobbies and stuff that you learn young, you get to keep that for a lifetime. So it's so much better than other stuff they could be out doing. So I definitely encourage my kids to draw or do whatever. Where did I get the patterns? There is a website called, it's either zentanglepatterns.com or tanglepatterns.com. And Orla, when I message you my address, I will have already looked up that website, and I will give you a link to it. And the cool thing about the website is it gives you alphabetically tons and tons of patterns and the step outs, how to draw them. And by step outs, I mean, I'll show you real quick, because I don't remember if you were at my other streams and saw this. But when I say step outs, sheet fell out. Anyway, this is what I mean by step outs. This was a good one. It shows you every line to draw, starting from the real basics. Draw your grid, draw this, draw this, draw this, color it in, or shade it, whatever. And you can go from that to that quickly. I mean, and that's, I think, the thing I like about this. And believe me, I draw more than I Zentangle. This is more mindless doodling to me. You're welcome, Orla. Yeah, the little books would be cool for swatches too, for sure. Oh, Jen just told me she's trying to please Eileen. Jen, the only thing I can say to you is, one, you either put something in your coffee or you need to put something in your coffee because you are not thinking right. If you're going to try and please Eileen. All right, now. I don't like the way that Sharpie covered. I will say that. So now you're going to have to bear with me some more, but I won't have to be so careful. We'll do this in stages just because we can. And I'm covering it because I don't want my hand grease and junk to get on the design. Now, Eileen will proceed to tell you how anal and OCD and crazy I am. But it's all good, because I am, about some things. Not a lot, though. See, now this is easier to cover since that black is already on there. I'm liking that a lot better. You've lost the plot. Okay, Grammy. I'll write it on the note. Um, Grammy, I don't know. Are you on Twitter? Do I follow you on Twitter? Do you know? I invented OCD. No. Yeah, I might have. Grammy, are you on Twitter where I can just message you on Twitter? I don't know if we follow each other. Now, if this white pen doesn't work, then I'll be really, really mad at myself. But I think this is going to be more expedient. Honestly, I really do. And I'm not having to be so careful with this black pen now. Do I have the Pentel brush pen? If not, get one. I think you might enjoy it. It's super pigmented and really... you know, that's the one Dee Dee uses, right, Mac? I do not have it. And the reason I don't is because I told myself I didn't need it for pens. Because, yeah, I have a lot. I really do. I have a real lot. And on this, when I finish this and I shade it, I will go ahead and spray it with a fixative because, like on a book like this, if it was just a, you know, like something that I was going to put in a binder or give away as a card, but since this book is hopefully going to be handled like somebody's going to be using it, I will spray it with a fixative so that the graphite shading and stuff doesn't move. Now I just wrote on the table. Okay, Grammy, I'll find you on Twitter. And you follow me. Okay, cool. If you follow me, then chances are very good I follow you. I lose track, honestly. That Sharpie came out almost gray. So you can see how this is so much richer and blacker. Yeah. By the time I get around, the first layer should be dry enough that hopefully I can write on it with a white pen. If I can't, I'll be real, real mad. Okay, Dee Dee does have that pen. Yeah, then I've seen her use it. I know which one you're talking about, but I have not ordered that pen. But now that you suggested that I do, hello, Amazon. I might have to go on Jet Pencil for that. I don't know. We'll see. I have just about every other pen known to man, though. And I'm not going to apologize for it. I deserve it. You know, I don't mind ordering any or all of the supplies if I use them. I get mad at myself if I buy something and then don't use it. That's the thing that gets me mad. But if I buy it and I use it, then I don't feel a bit bad about buying it. Okay. Okay. Diane Trout uses it. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. You just sold me. I will be ordering one. Probably not before I get back, though. All right. White pen. I hope this pen works. This is a Ranger pen. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I know. I thought I moved my screen and I thought I moved the camera. And say, oh gosh, you guys. What am I looking for? Here's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a black piece of paper to test this. This is a Ranger pen, and I've already returned some of the Ranger pens. I'm doing an ink test. These don't write good, you guys. What the heck is the problem? I want to return this one, too. It's junk. This Jelly Roll, so far, this one is a good one. See, it wrote good. Right there. But Ranger, nah. They make crapola pens. Alright, now you're going to have to bear with me in my OCD while I give myself a center line to draw on. I know what my measurement was, so I don't have to figure it out. And after I draw over this, you won't be able to see it, but it's part of that OCD thing, Eileen. I gotta have my center line. I just broke my lead. That's still going to be hard to see. Alright, maybe I'll go without it. You'd think I'm painting the Sistine Chapel or something, right? Come on, white pen. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Come on, white pen. I might have to go try my other pen. It's not wanting to write on top of this ink, you guys, after I did that. Hang on. I've got one out at the couch. Let me see if it's going to work better. Oh, I'm going to be so mad. Alright, you guys, sorry about that. Eileen, I'm not even going to answer you, okay? Now this is the Uniball Signo, which is supposed to be a great white pen. We'll give it a try. If this doesn't work, I might have to spray something on this to make it work. I don't know. This one ain't working either. Oh, what have I done, you guys? It could be still wet. The Uniball Signo, I like it too. Yeah, I do. I hate the Ranger. Ranger sucks. This, I like all these Uniball Signo pens. Love them all. But for consistency, I have to say the Jelly Roll is a pretty darn good pen. And it could be that it is wet. But when I did my experiment sheet, it worked fine. Where'd my experiment sheet go, you guys? Eileen, are you messing with me? What'd you do with my experiment sheet? When I did the experiment sheet, it worked fine. I don't know what I did with it. Now I got a big fat mess here. How could you make a mess drawing a few designs? How could you do that? I did it. Did I drop it on the floor? No. My heat gun isn't plugged in, so Come on, you piece of crapola. So much for saving time, you guys. Jen, I think you're onto something. I think it's that the ink's still wet. But I'm just thinking, I think that's it. All right. Oops, I just bumped my head again. A Posca woodwork, Lynn, but let me look at I'll show you the nibs on the Posca. And actually, maybe on this center one, what I should do is rather than make the little circles, I could make dots. And not draw the little circles. But the vine around the edge, I wanted the leaves open. But I might have to go to plan B. What the heck? There's the nib on the Posca. That is a far cry from that. Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Well, Eileen's gonna search Google and see if it'll pull up an OCD pen. And I'm sure it will. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and rather than do the circles, I'm just going to do dots. And I will use the Posca while the pen... It's going to end up looking like a white line. I don't like that. Looks crappy. Crappy. Jelly pen works the best. Yes, it does. I don't like that, you guys. I'm going to color over that. I am. Alright, I'm going to plug in my heat gun, dry this, and see if we have any better luck. And if we don't, then I'm going to go off air. I'm going to run outside and I'm going to cuss at Robert. And then when I'm done cussing at Robert, I'll come back in and figure out plan B. Alright, there. Heat gun plugged in. Alright, I'm going to go over. Jen is getting on this, man. She's like, okay, go over it with your black pen, you OCD freak. And get your stinking heat gun out. Okay, Jen, settle down. We're going to get this done right. Alright, you guys. Heat gun. Hey Jen, how long do I have to do this? Alright, that should be enough, don't you think? I'm wondering if I might have to paint it. I'll let it cool now. How did I get... Oh, the Posca pen must have done that. I don't know. Look at... Who puked out white ink all over? It had to be the Posca pen. Look at, puked out white ink. Enough to run. Huh. When did it do that? Yep, that bad boy just... I do love these Posca pens, though. I will say that. Are you leaving, Laura? Yep, you have to go make dinner. Okay, well, bye, Laura. Thanks for coming. All right, this, before it gets on anything, goes in the trash. All right, we're going to do a pen test real quick. It's writing good on the blue, but the blue has nice texture, okay? I'll start down here. Use black paint and then the white pen. Yeah, I might have to do something to give it some different texture, absorbent ground or something. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, I'm going to move the light because I'm having a hard time seeing. I got to make my center line. I can see from the old place where it needs to be, so. The finer ones are the, Jen's saying that the finer Posca pens, the finer the tip ones, are more temperamental. Oh yeah, this is better. Better, better, better. Thank you for yelling at me, Jen. You've been hanging out with Eileen too long. Yeah, these are coming along real good now. I'm cool with this. And my circles are better than they were with the black ink. So yeah, I'm happy with this. Success! Eileen, I'm not going to have a cow now. But yeah, when I'm all done with this and I get the shading and everything done, I will spray this with a fixative so that when it's handled, the graphite doesn't move and dirty hands won't wreck it. So can you guys see that? Yeah, so it's coming out a lot better. Oh gosh, Eileen's putting in links now. Jen agreed that Eileen is a bad influence, which we all knew going in. Alright, I need another center line. After all this hassle, I don't want it to go wonky on me now. Yeah, much better, right, Jen? Yeah, so now if this pen keeps cooperating, I'm going to make some tracks. It's definitely different than it would be if I used black ink on white paper. I mean, I will say that. I don't think it's as smooth, but it's okay. I mean, it is what it is, I guess. But I am having better luck with this pen now. And probably nobody's going to be looking that close anyway. I'm probably a harsher critic than any of you guys could ever be. I could just see myself sitting there for hours coloring black in that background. That is not going to happen with my laundry and stuff. That's going to have to happen in a little while. We're going now. Now maybe I could do the petals with the Posca. We'll do a experiment and see. But yeah, this is far faster than coloring all that in black. Yeah, I like the white on the black. I'm liking this okay. Yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I have been a fan of these gel pens since they very first came out. When I got my first set, oh my God, I was in heaven. Total heaven. And I can't even begin to guess how many sets I've had of them since then. But I will say I am a fan of Sakura products no matter what. I mean, they make good products. They really do. And I'm such a nutcase that I would plan a trip to Japan just to go to their stationery stores. Oh, okay, Jen, bye. Go shopping, have fun, buy cool stuff. So did she end up saying that she is going to stream or she's not going to stream? Is she going shopping now so she can come home and stream later? I'm sure Eileen tried to bully her into it. I hope she does because I want to watch her. I know these little circles are crazy, aren't they, Eileen? I don't know what got into me. There's got to be a pattern that I could make easier than this. But now it's going faster. This pen is liking this surface a lot better. Or maybe I just got down into the ink that really wants to flow. I don't know. But it is going faster. I will say that. All right. Bye, Judy. Okay, she hopes to stream at 9 Eastern. Sweet! I'll be folding laundry about that time. Yeah, this is going a lot quicker now. Hey, Eileen, why don't we plan a trip to go to Japan to look at pen stores? Do you want to go with me? Because I think from everything I've seen, they have awesome pen and stationery stores in Japan. We would go and be in heaven. So save up some money, quit buying stuff, and let's go. Did you say yes, you'll go with me? Are we going to Japan to buy pens? I think that would be so much fun. I'd even like to just go to a Daiso store. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, there's the border. It's certainly not perfect. But I'm liking it, and I'm glad I did the background black and drawn white on it. I think it looks really pretty and crisp. The only way to shop is to make a list, ring up, and then go get it. Dorothy, are you kidding? In Japan, that's what you have to do? You can't browse their stationery stores? No. All right, now I'm going to think about this different. Do I want like the circles to be the center of the, or do it the way I did it? I think I'm going to do it that way. Okay, that's the way I'm doing it, whether we like it or not. Dorothy, tell me if that's true. Do you really not go in and browse all their cool stuff? I thought I'd seen it on YouTube. Do you want to go with us, Judy? Going to Japan? Anybody who wants to go, sign up. It's going to be a lot more expensive than Maryland, I think. There's a lot of places I want to go. Someday, here I say there's a lot of places I want to go, and then I don't like to leave home. There's something wrong with me. So there you go. All right, we're making tracks here now. Don't fail me now, pen. All right, let me just see, because I said I could maybe do this part of it with a Posca pen, but if this leaks, I would be so mad. So mad. This is real watery. Real watery. Oh, Dorothy, what I was saying is you had written the only way to shop is to make a list, ring up, and then go get it. What were you talking about? Are you talking about a Japanese pen store? I'm talking about going to Japan and shopping for pens. You know what? I'm a little nervous about this. I'm going to keep doing it the way I'm doing it because I know I'm not going to. I'm so far into this now, I don't want to do anything to wreck it, okay? For real. We're just going to bear with me. The Posca's nice, but it stays wet for a while and I can just see myself wrecking it. And I'm not sure I could get a small enough pedal. So we're going to do it this way and just bear with it. We're almost done. But if I wrecked it now, oh my God, poor Robert. Cat just came. Roxy, you can't come over here. You cannot come play with your mama. Hey, Jean, wake up. I just realized we haven't heard anything from you in a while. She probably got all toasty warm when the heater came on and fell right to sleep. Okay, yeah. See, that's what I thought too, Suzanne, that like there's stationery in stores all right. In fact, I saw a documentary and it was so cool and I thought, oh, that would be so much fun. Of course, I'd be so broke. I'd have so many pens I wouldn't even know what to write with first. All right, Judy, we're going. Right after your surgery, we'll get your wing well, and then we're all jumping on a plane. Gonna go buy pens in Japan. Here on the corner, there it's a little weird, but it's okay. Am I even in frame, you guys? I'm so intent on getting this silly white pen to write. Or keep it writing now. I think I have some new one of these. I wonder if a new one would work better. It's not working horrible. And it's still better than coloring in the background in black, so. Hang on just a second. I think I have a new one right behind me. We're going to try it. Oh, here's a brand new Signo. That's a sunburst. What the heck is this? Heck, let's open that and try it. I don't know where I got it. I know I have another white one somewhere. Alright, here you go, you guys. We might as well just try this, since we can. A friend of mine is in Japan now, all by herself, looking at embroidery. Oh my gosh. Oh, baby! Alright, now this is the Uniball Signo with the yellow, directly from Japan. This, look at this thing right. Oh, I am going to kick myself in the butt for putting up with those icky pens. Oh my God, this writes like awesome. Oh, you guys, where did I get this pen? I need to buy a truckload. Eileen, make room in the warehouse. We are buying these pens by the truckload. Okay? Look at how nice that writes. Oh, yeah, baby. Baby. We are making tracks now. Sweet. Yep, Uniball Signo. Good pen. Yeah, this Sunburst I haven't opened yet. And I don't really remember where I ordered this, but this is definitely, okay, here's the Uniball Signo that I had, like from United States. This one has the yellow, and I know this one is from Japan. Mitsubishi. I did not realize that that was a Mitsubishi product. Yep, these are Mitsubishi. See, you come to these streams on Monkey Island, Oklahoma, and you learn so much stuff. I am loving this. I may start doing more tangles white on black now that I got a decent white pen, because there is nothing wrong with this. Oops, got that one too close. That's all right. The only thing is that I can recognize and say right offhand is this ink stays wet longer. So the potential for me to wreck this is a lot greater. You get yours from Jet Pens. Okay, I might have gotten this one from Jet Pens. Oh, see, and I don't. Well, I bet I did. I bet I got it when I ordered the Coletto. I was at a stream the other day, and I don't remember who was there, but they were talking about, remember the old pens where you got, like multiple colors ink in one barrel? They still make those, and they're called Coletto pens. They are way awesome. And I said, next time I stream, I'll show you how cool they are. But I can't remember who said it. So if any of you guys remember, tell me. But yeah, I love my Coletto pen, and you can buy tons of different ink cartridges for it. Oh, look at the difference between that. Can you see kind of how scratchy and not perfect it is? And then you go up here and look at how totally perfect they are. Oh, you can get them from your local stamp store. Well, aren't you special? I'm surprised you can't get them from your post office, Eileen. Can't you get everything else there? Chances are when marijuana becomes legal in Florida, you'll be able to get that at your post office too. I'm drying this. Well, if I have difficulty finding them, Eileen, I'm going to send you money and say, get over to your LSS and pick me up a boatload of them. I don't have an LSS. LSS is local stamp store in Fib lingo. I don't have one of those. I don't have any kind of store. Okay, I haven't smudged anything yet, which I'm shocked. Well, I'm glad I thought to get this out. Yay me. Drying it. Rather than saying heat gun, what could I say? Blowing. The name of these pens, Dorothy, is a Uniboss Signo UM153, but it's got the little yellow, and you can't see it, but there's a little insignia here in Japanese that's in yellow. It's a UM153. And they are different than the Uniball Signos that they sell in the United States. They really are. This one is writing way better. I mean, unbelievably better. All right. Blowing. I sure wish Paula would get a day off and stream again. I sure do miss her. I'm going to go over those first ones I did too, because they're so crappy. I can't believe I would have settled for that anyway. I'm trying to be careful, you guys, so that if you can't see, I'm sorry. Jen should get these Uniball. Judy, I'm kind of right there with you. I'm not going to repeat that on camera, but yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm all for it. Okay, we're getting so close to done, you guys. Yeah, I wish we had a local stamp store too. You know, we had such good ones in Denver. Of course, they've all closed now. But boy, a day going down to the stamp store with my mom was just the best treat. Um, I would love to do that again. And I'm sorry, but a trip to Michael's or Hobby Lobby just is not the same. I mean, a whole room full of nothing but stamps was just heaven on earth. Plus, you could get way cool pens and markers there and good paper. So, yeah, I wish there was such a thing, but I don't know if, I don't know. I guess they just couldn't compete. But yeah, I used to love a trip down to, in Denver, it was called the Happy Stamper. Oh, and I love that place. It was in Cherry Creek. Anybody who's familiar with Denver knows Cherry Creek area. Um, yeah, I loved the Happy Stamper. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Okay, I'm going to turn this light off and see if now you can see without the glare and stuff, the whole pattern. All right, real quickly. Okay, I'm going to fix these ones that I goofed up. I'm going to let these dry. Blowing. I know, Denise, like picking them up, touching them, smelling them. I don't know. Bye, Orla. I will be messaging you. Thank you, Lynn. All right, I'm going to fix these last ones, and then I'm going to shade it real quick, and we're going to call it a day. And then I'm going to have to figure out what Robert's stomach needs or wants. What time is it? Oh, it's only 3:30. Shoot, it's early. I don't have to worry about that yet. I wish Pizza Hut pizza delivered. I don't know why I'm craving Pizza Hut pizza. You're welcome, Orla. Thanks, Eileen. All right, I'm going to shade this. So take a look before shading, because after with the shading, it's going to look different. I love the shading. That's what makes Zentangle to me. I'm scared to death to put my hands on it now that I'm going to smudge that white ink. Oh, you did, Judy. So do you remember the Happy Stamper? I lived out in Lakewood at close to the intersection of Kipling and Colfax, out in that area. And then I moved to Boulder. Yeah, I grew up right in Lakewood, and I went to Lakewood High School. Okay, bye, Lynn. Oh, I'm going to have to turn this light back on. It's easier for me to see with it on, so just bear with it for a minute, guys. Yep, I lived out near Golden, actually. And then when I moved away from my mom and dad, I moved into a little apartment over at 6th Avenue and about Union. And then moved to Boulder. I love Denver. Well, I used to love Denver before all the California people went there. Yep, I lived on the west side. I was born at Denver General Hospital. All right, we're going to get some shading going now. Yeah, I used to, Adolf Coors Company was a client of mine, so I used to be out in Golden at least twice a week, usually more often than that. So I love Golden too. It's a cool little town. I like Boulder though too, except yeah, there's a bunch of crazy people in Boulder, but I did love Boulder. But I love Monkey Island too. I think this is probably my favorite place I've ever lived, right here. It's like a whole different world. My sister lived out in the Cherry Creek area where you live, Judy. You know what? I need to check this recording. Okay, I've got a few minutes. I'll get this done before the recording goes off, so that's cool. And I will be right at 3 hours, so yay us. No, Judy, you are familiar with Denver, aren't you? Um, I did not work on Colfax. Colfax in downtown Denver, for those of you who don't know, I guess could be considered the red light district. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't want to. I'm going to cut that off. That makes me mad when they do that. Yeah, you didn't want to work on Colfax. Down in there, it's just nothing but bars and, yeah. What years did you live there, Judy? Were you there before they cleaned up Larimer Square? And if I get too much graphite on here, which I kind of suspect I may have, um, I'll just take a kneaded eraser and lift it off. I'll just take off what I don't want. Clean it up as best I can. I can't. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference yet, but I'll hold it up here in just a second. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick up some of this graphite. I got too much graphite on here, but I'll pick it up. Oh, there's a little place I missed. Let me fill it in real quick. Where'd my pen go? There it is. All right. All right, you guys. Sorry I'm so quiet. I'm intent on getting this done. You guys can you hear that scratching? Scratch, scratch, scratch. All right. I'm not sure. Maybe I will. I can always erase it. Nope, I'm going to erase that, so I won't even do it. I'll turn off the lights, so hopefully you can see better. Is it better with or without the light? You left in 1995. I left in 1996, Judy. I had lived there all my life until 96. So I've been gone 20 years. Just over 20 years. So we left about the same time. I like this. This isn't bad at all. Alright, I've got... Excuse me. Alright, I think I did score that. I did. Alright, let me see about folding this now. You know what? Well, no, I'll go ahead and fold it. I can spray it with fixative when it's folded, I guess. Alright, I'm going to turn the light back on. It's hard for me to see without that light on, but I think it jacks with what you guys are able to see. Stomach growling again. Alright, you're going to get a good idea of what this is going to look like. Done. Alright, here's the pages. You only ever met one other native? Oh, man. Alright. This is how it will look when it all goes together. Of course, I haven't finagled those pages yet. But that will be the completed little book. And the spacing came out awesome because look at how this border fits right on that border. So it looks like a continuation. I didn't plan that, it just happened. So yay me. But that's what the little book would look like. And I like the white on the black. I really do. So, yeah. I don't think I am going to, excuse me, glue it together because I do want to spray it with fixative. And I want to do that before it's all glued together. I'm just cleaning up some spots that now that I can see it up close, that I kind of, it's not as crisp or as dark as I want. So I'll just fix it up. Yeah, I might have a little bit of cleanup on it, but overall, there's a real close-up. Yep, I'm pretty happy with the little book. And the next time you see it, it will be all glued together. Oh, I just made a mark. Look at, oh! I'll turn that into my initial or something. I know better than that. What the heck is the matter with me? Okay, and the back here has gotten kind of dirty just from junk on the table. That's why commonly I'll put a white sheet of paper down. Yeah, look at that. I wrote right on the inside. Oh, well. Handmade. One thing I didn't do that I think I will do, since this is going to be given away, I will sign it. If this was for me, I wouldn't sign it. I don't know where I'm going to sign it. Let's see, it goes there. I'd like it, okay, I'm going to sign it right there in that leaf. And I didn't sign it, I just put my initials on it. So whoever gets it, get my little initials. So there you go. One little project done. Okay, now I have not figured out still how I'm going to give this away. I guess I could download random.org. It wouldn't kill my butt, would it? You guys, I'm so happy with this white pen. Oh, I am in love. Love, love, love. So I'm liking it. I guess I'll take a picture and post it. I might make the shading around these leaves and this a little darker just so there's a clear distinction. But overall, I'm happy with it. Did you hear her say free? What did I say free? Okay, my recording is over, so if you're on YouTube, thanks for watching. Come back again, and we'll catch you sometime later. Okay,